Alright, CSS battle time. We have a clock. Yeah, I saw screenshots of this and... oh man. Alright, it's another morning edition. The kids were not conducive to getting anything done last night. I'm really hoping that we can do this with a dashed border. Alright. Doesn't look promising. It does not look promising. Those dashes are too big for what we got. You know, that's more of a circle, and it's not. I mean, maybe you could get real fancy and do 2 dashed border. No, that won't work. Because look at the... yeah, the dash border isn't going to work. So we got to do each of those lines separately. Which makes me think gradients. It's real rough. Alright, I'm trying to decide how I want these elements to match up. So I'm seeing these. This could be just a line that gets masked with the radial gradient on top. You know? And this could just be a sized conic gradient. But, you know, I'm looking at it, and a box shadow inset would be less to do that. And if you already have box shadow, you could do box shadow up and off to make that gap. No, that doesn't work, because if I make this just one line, yeah, this will just be a little cube, transparent cube with a box shadow. It's these dots, spaced dots, that are the challenge. Everything's centered. It's just I don't want to have 1, 2, 8. Yeah, 8 elements. Possibly 9 elements just to do this. Is there a way to do it with fewer? Would a box reflect? How does that work? Just reflects it on that axis. It doesn't give you actually the mirror axis going. Man, alright, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Let's get a background going. I am gonna go radial gradient. I think that's going to be the easier way. You could probably do border radius and a big box shadow. I don't think writing a whole bunch of linear gradients at different angles is the way to go for that, because yeah, that's just not going to work. I think I'm just going to do a bunch of lines that are centered. You know, this is a good argument for a place item center. But border radius does kind of make sense. Rather than a radial gradient. You add elements, but everything's centered. I don't want box shadow. I just can't decide. You know what? I am going to do a radial gradient because I can use this for something else too. I just got to decide and start doing something. Hopefully this big of a circle doesn't lose its fidelity too much so that it doesn't work. Okay, that looks pretty good though on the diff. I think that'll be okay. Alright, so our HTML element, what do I want it to be? I might just have it be this background. Yeah. And then the body. What's cool is I don't think I have to change the background for any of these lines because they're all centered. They're all inside of that circle, so the circle is going to be bigger than that line, so it should just be yellow. You know? So if I say, let's make it this first like parallel line. Margin. Let's give it an outline so we can see where it's at because it's gonna be yellow. There we go. Let's margin you down 100, 130, 140. All right, that looks good. And then we need 80. Yeah, that's it. That's the line right there. All right. So we have that there. Actually, let's put that outline back. I think I'm gonna need it to see where all these land. Let's do, how many p tags we want? We want 3 more p tags, and then another one to be yeah, another one to just be ooh. The square, I think. But I want to put a circle on top. Let's just add elements. We're just going to throw in elements wherever we need it. This won't be pretty. I think a position fixed might be in order, but let's see what we can do with just rotates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, circle, square. Okay. If I do position just trying to think ahead to the circle and the square. What if I'm gonna need a position fix there? If I should just do it now? No, let's do it. Let's do it then. I think right now we can just keep this kind of thing going. Let's go 10. Nope. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I have so many, they're all getting that padding, and so it's causing overflow. Yeah, okay then. That answers that real easy. If we're going to give it any kind of height, it's going to overflow the body, and so let's just fix that. Okay, so it needs a little more. There it is. Alright. Oh, I do need a margin 0. Okay. And because it's 0 margin based off of the position fixed, it's just sitting there inside the body, I believe. And then we can just rotate 30 degrees. Alright. 40, 50, 45. Alright. And this we can variabilize because we're going to do a lot of it. I'm just going to do it right now because what we can do is plus P is just going to get okay, we got to specify 90. Okay. And then we're going to get 135. Oh. Let's just see. Okay, there we go. We got all those set up. Now let's do our last paragraph tag, or one of our last paragraph tags. Yeah, I wonder how the top guys are gonna do it, because that's this is crazy. Let's see. Our radial gradient was 135, and we're like, so like 115, 125, 125, I think. I wonder why it's so far down. Okay, 110. Let's shrink this a bit. Move it around. There that is. Okay, and then we got to change the background to orange. Oh, we got to shrink it a lot more. There we go. Okay, all right, good. We can see though. Oh boy. Let's go with just 100 for right now. Move it again. I need to just have it centered. This position fix is really messing things up. No, right. Whatever. Let's just work with it. I can already tell I've messed up. We need a bigger circle. 95, I think, is what it's going to be. 25. 85. That seems about right. Alright. So now if we take our outline off. We're looking pretty good. No, we're not. This has to go... Hold on. we made a boo-boo on this. Okay. Now that... Right. So that means our paragraphs and this... Okay. I want that orange gone. There's ways to do it better. You know what? I know exactly the way to do it better. I wonder if a broken variable will ruin the whole thing, or if I can just get it done that way. No. So what I'm trying to do is the body in this were yellow because the gradient didn't have the orange in it, which was a mistake, obviously. I made this a variable. I'm reassigning it to 0. Nothing's changing. Why is nothing changing? Because this should just take over from 0 to 135. Alright, just write a background. I'm out of time. It's morning time. I gotta get to work pretty soon. There we go. We're back. Last one. Let's see. How many paragraphs? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did just need 5. Number 5. We are going to... I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, good. We're going to go font. 0A. There we go. We are going to go a different padding. 50. We are going to say box shadow. Right now the background is orange. That's good. I want it to be orange. I don't need it to be star. Plus P. There we go. There's our box. It is rotated currently. That's no good. 10 pixels. 10 pixels. Yeah. See what we got going on there? We'll make it yellow. Nope. Not a right click. There we go. I don't think I'm going to clean up values in this one. It's not worth it. Not a top solution. Because here we are. We're going to hit R again. Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Because we can just do a negative. And then we get that. And we can margin... There we go. Okay. Let's just get this put in place. We'll change the padding to be appropriate for the sizing. 120, 130. Okay, the box is a little bit big. Let's shrink it again. We'll have to do a radius for the, no, that won't work. If I have too small of a box, I need the background to be transparent, not. Fine. Let's write another background. Bump you back up to 40 and just put you in place. There we go. Why am I seeing these dots there? That wasn't there before, was it? No, they're there. Oh, I know why those are there. I know why those are there. I did a bad thing with the radius here. There we go. It wasn't quite a circle. Submit. Call it a day. Very messy, rough, crazy day. That's a lot. That was a lot. There's got to be a better way. 99.9. Don't do that to me. Don't be like that. My box shadow? Is it my margin on this last one? I mean, I see little tiny ticks on these things. Which one's that? That's this one. This doesn't bode well. Because now what I'm thinking it is I have a circle masking them. So they all have little corners on them because of that radius coming around. And those aren't going to work. So I think what I need to do is I wrote a background here. Just got to write a linear gradient instead and get rid of that circle, which will be interesting. I should just be able to delete this thing. And it's all okay. Let's look at what we have now. We have nothing because I don't have a background on this yet. Alright, so we're going to go 90 degrees because we want it running down the length of the thing. We want it to just be, 30 pixels of yellow. We write that a little bit differently. The color stop and 30 pixels. And let's look at our diff. Okay, so our yellow lines, they're back. We're happy again. And then we're going to go to orange. 0. Ooh, that's looking about right. And we got to do yellow at the other end. So we got to get that right. 25. Okay. Perfect. And then we're going to go yellow 0, but let's walk this up. 150. 80. 90. 220. Okay, 215. Perfect. Okay, now let's hit submit. See if that works. If that works, that was the easiest change because I think I actually saved characters. Getting rid of a whole circle. Yep. See, that's why I like this nesting structure. I can actually get rid of this last paragraph tag. Because, it's just whatever's next. So it doesn't necessarily matter what number in line it is. It's just whatever's next. So pulling one out of line, they all still get styled the same way. Okay, that was an adventure. I wonder how long I took. I didn't set a timer. I should have set a timer to have a little more sense of urgency. I think I didn't spend too long fighting with things. I threw in extra backgrounds. I should find and replace those backgrounds. Possibly padding? No? Margin? Yeah, I'll benefit from replacing the backgrounds with a variable. Because I have 3. Okay, we're at 357. Let's var find the end of it, close it. Okay. .252, where was I at before? I forgot to look. Yeah, okay. It does help. Did this already, so it's a little bit easier. Took away my circle. Why did it take away my circle? Okay. Yeah, backgrounds. I'm going to replace them with a variable. They're nested. Variable is wrapping the background, so we're just rewriting the background. Should be fine. But it's not. Okay, so it's not the values. Why is my body not showing up anymore? Oh. Right? No. No, we do it inside of there. You know, yeah, because you're, yeah. I've done this before. I mean, I did it with the rotate. It's working for rotate. Why is it not happy with background? Okay, I don't have time. I know I don't have time. Just take it back to the stable version. 357. That is fine. It's nothing pretty. It's nothing great. It's not going to win any prizes. There's a lot that can be cleaned up still. But it's done. We did it. We did it. It's pretty cool. How many people can do that? Probably a lot. But still, not everyone. So, yeah. Alright. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.